Before we move on any further, let's make sure we understand the content we've covered already. We are introducing the argument, we're using topic sentences at the start of a point, and we're using supporting evidence for each point that we include. Let's remember the learning goals that we established at the beginning of this lesson. So far, we are working on developing our understanding of persuasive texts and then improving our writing skills. As we reach about the halfway mark in this lesson, it's good to look ahead at what content will be coming up shortly. Now, once we've covered the use of topic sentences, we can begin to revisit convincing language and language devices used in persuasive texts. At the end of this lesson, there will be a short Kahoot in which you'll be able to check what knowledge you've taken on board over this lesson.
I understood that reference.
So why do we use points in persuasive writing? Well, using specific points in our writing is very helpful for several reasons. The first 2 points are quite clearly linked. It introduces new content in a clear manner, and it also allows us to separate our argument into separate pieces. This is very helpful for you as the writer, and also for the audience as the reader or listener. Being clear in the way that we introduce new content, as well as being able to separate our argument into distinct, separate pieces, is really helpful in being able to identify what points you're trying to make and what the best evidence is that you can be using for each point. If we look back again at the speech, we can see 3 clear main points being made. Now, in this layout, it is easy to distinguish an opening statement, 3 main points, and a concluding statement. Breaking your argument or speech down into these separate sections helps you see which points you're making, what evidence you're using to support each point, and whether you've included an opening statement and a conclusion that suits your speech. Being able to clearly identify the separate points that you're using within your speech is helpful in seeing which points have strengths, which have weaknesses, and whether you have included adequate supporting evidence for each of your points. One of the best ways to ensure that you're including your opening statement, your points within your body and argument, and your conclusion or summary statement at the end of your writing is to map it out and tick each one off as you go.